Hi everyone, welcome to my video. My name is Silasuk. Today I'm going to teach you about present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is quite difficult, but you have to pay more attention and learn with me. Okay, this tense we can use to talk about an action that happens in the past, but when it happens is not very important or is unknown. And it can also used to talk about an action that started in the past but still continue in the present. We really want to emphasize how long that action happens, and finally we use this term to talk about recent action stop. There are a lot to learn and a lot of information, so keep watching. The present perfect tense is used to talk about an action that happens in the past, but when it happens it's not very important or not known, and this action is important to the conversation right now. The structure of present perfect tense is subject plus have has plus verb 3 or past participle plus object or complements. Let's take a look some example. I have been to Vientiane. I is subject and follow with have, and that's verb 3 or past participle been. Next, ma'am has gone home. Ma'am is a subject follow with has because ma'am is a singular. We use follow with has, and that's verb 3. My parents have seen the movie. My parents is a subject, and that's follow with have, and that's past participle seen. The present perfect tense we use talk about the event that has been in the past and ends in the past already. And now let's move on to the next usage. The present perfect tense is used to describe an action that happened in the past but still continues in the present. We use for and since to show that the events happen in the past and continues in the present. For and since are common expressions used with present perfect tense. We use since to show when a past action started and needs specific time expressed. We use for. For is a slang of time and express duration or how long something has happened. We want to know that the events happened in the past but is still continue in the present. Let's take a look some example. They have worked here since 2003. They is a subject and has, and then past participle. My nephew has had a mobile phone since last year. My nephew is a subject and has and past participle. I have lived in Luang Prabang for 3 years. We have know that the event that happened in the past but still continue in the present. I is a subject and have and dance past participle. We have eaten lunch here for 2 months. We is a subject and dance have and dance past participle. We use for and since because for and since I guess we know that events that happens in the past and continues in the present. Okay, let's move on to the next usage. In addition, the present perfect tense is also used to describe an action that recent stop. That means that event is just happens and finished already. Okay, let's take a look some example. I have just been to the doctor. I is subject and dance have and as a just and then past participle. Just we used to show that I have just to the doctor because the event is just happens and just finished already. And the next example, she has already been to Luang Prabang. She is a subject and dance has follow has and dance past participle. The next example, we recent visit this Kham Kaew. We have recently visited this Miss Kham Kaew. The event that happens and finished already, as we just saw the recently is give we know that the event that stopped already. We is subject and follow with have and then adverb recently and then past participle. In those tense we use adverb to show that the event have just finished. Okay, let's move on to the next usage. Now let's talk about negative from the present perfect tense. The structure is subject plus have has and not plus verb 3 or past participle plus object or complements. Okay, let's take a look more some example. I have not been to Thailand. I is subject and then have and that's as not be in the back of have and past participle. It has not rained for 3 months. Is a subject and dance has and dance not and dance past participle. The last example, my brothers haven't played soccer since 2010. My brother is a subject and dance have not will be happens because we choose or we contract the verb together and it will become happens. Okay, now let's move on. Let's take a look at the have and has question in present perfect tense. The structure is have and has plus subject plus verb 3 or past participle. Okay, example. She has eaten lunch will be has she eaten lunch. We just push the has in front of sentence and it will become a question. They have watched the video will be have they watched the video. Okay, the present perfect tense, I would like to give you know more about the regular and irregular verb because it's really important when you use in the present perfect tense. You have to know what regular and irregular verb. Regular verb is the verb that is not changed. Example, call will be called it. We just add ed or sd behind of verb dash. And irregular verb is the verb that have changed forever from verb to past and to past participle. Example, do, in the past we will say this and past participle is done. And go, in the past will be went and past participle will be gone. And this verse you have to remember when you use in the past or in the past participle. Okay, I think this is very important. You have to know when you write in a sentence and you use this tense. Now let's move to the W question. We will use W question to grace in sentence. The structure is W question plus have and has plus subject plus verb past participle and that's object or complement. Example, where has Noi been? The W question and then has and then subject is Noi and the past participle is been. The next example, what country have you visited? What is a W question and then country and then have is the we use follow with the structure and then you is the subject and then verb past participle or verb 3. The last example, how long have you been in Luang Prabang? This sentence we want to know how long or how many years do you live in Luang Prabang, and you just answer I have been in Luang Prabang for 3 years. Alright, good job everyone. You just complete the lesson on present perfect tense. This tense is not easy and you did is a great job. I know English can be difficult, but you have to learn more and practice every day. Learn from your teacher and your friends, practice every day, and I believe that you will got it. And afterwards, you will be improved. I promise. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.